Hey guys, Bipolar Barbie here, and I had something really awesome to talk about last night, like as I was falling asleep, and then I just totally forgot what it was, so that sucks. But there is something that I want to share that I did share in my support group slash mastermind this morning that I think would be helpful for a lot of people. By the way, there are a few spots left, so email me bipolarBarbieAustralia@gmail.com if you want to get some more information, some really cool stuff, and I'm just super excited with how it's going at the moment, so I would love to be able to help so many more people. Okay, today's video is about like a to-do list and how to kind of like get back on track. Because one of the biggest things I found is like for years I was just in such a state of like dysfunction. And I think in general I really go through these stages of like fluctuating, not just moods, but oh, this is like a news bloopers reel. Like fluctuating productivity and work capacity. So I think that's something that a lot of people don't really understand about mental health. And I think it's something that we should talk about. It's not just mood changes, it's fluctuations in like your ability to do stuff. And that's why I call myself Bipolar Barbie. It's nothing to do with my appearance. It's just like Barbie is like a single kind of like person, but each Barbie doll has so many different outfits. Like they market it so you've got Barbie and then she can be transformed into roller skating Barbie, like nurse Barbie, Barbie getting married, Malibu Barbie, and like just so many, scuba diving Barbie. Like there's so many different outfits you can get. There's hundreds of different forms, but they all get put onto the one Barbie doll. And that's sort of like how I feel waking up every day. And my clothes often give me some insight into how I'm feeling. But every day I wake up and I don't know if I'm going to be like anxious Barbie, depressed Barbie, suicidal Barbie, manic Barbie, like borderline Barbie. I mean, the PMDD Barbie. Like there's so many different versions of me, and they all create this like filter, not just in the way that I see the world, but my physical ability to do things, whether there's a level of fatigue or anxiety or excess energy. And those things do fluctuate daily. And I don't have so much control over a lot of them. I mean, I do in some instances, but it is like a long-term game, just whatever. A bit like a long-term process to be able to manage that and to try and be stable in like the one version for as long as you can. And for some people, it's like, it's not possible to be the one person all the time. It's just like most of the time is kind of what we're aiming for. So how do you deal with that? Like, how do you deal with those mood fluctuations as far as getting your life back on track? And how do you deal when you've come out of like a big episode or just years of dysfunction and you're finally in that place where you can start to function again? I use like a checklist. So I found like when I came out of those states, it's like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, I don't know what a functioning person does. What do I do in life other than lie in bed and watch Netflix? Like what do people do? And answering that question can be quite anxiety provoking. It can be terrifying. It can be super overwhelming. But spending some time figuring that out and kind of sticking to it, like write a list, like whatever it is, type a list, write a list, brainstorm, like just put it all together in some way that is like works for you. And then create some form of checklist. Now, it might be like an actual like to-do list. I prefer to like have it printed out or something like that so I can just keep printing it out like each week. Personally, what I do is create like a one of like these lists. Some people do like a month list where they only write what it is like once and then they kind of just check each box each day. Some people, like use little like circles. Some people have different journals and things like that they use. This is like my own custom one that I figure out. And I sort of try and organize it into priorities as well. Or sometimes I just put it in like the time of day, which is really helpful when you're first starting out because it's like morning routine. Like, what do you do in the morning? Like shower, brush teeth, you know, like eat breakfast, have a cup of tea, or just things like that, take medication. Have those things like on your checklist, and then you can have like a mid-morning routine, lunchtime routine. You know, it might be like have a smoothie or have a salad, like whatever your goals are. Be really, really specific in the things that you want to be doing each day, and stick them on a list like this. I like this because I'm a creative, artsy kind of person, so I really enjoy highlighting, and my aim is to like highlight all of them each day. And then, you know, I get excited when I have so many of like the colored boxes, and I try like with the certain things at the front to do that every single day. Like that's why it's on this list. It's a list of stuff that I want to do every single day, and I've prioritized this one as far as like the importance to me. So the top, I think, is like, you know, feed my horse, meditate, check my emails and stuff, like journal in the morning, have breakfast, like shower, brush my teeth. And then I've got some chores like wash my dishes, tidy kitchen, vacuum, you know, make my bed. And that's kind of like the first things that I want to do. And then I've got like some exercise and an evening routine and stuff down the bottom. And then in here is like editing my books. So I know the average person only has a concentration, a peak concentration of about 53 minutes. So I try and do like 50 minutes, or I actually cut it down to 40 because I find at 40 minutes is when I start checking the clock. So that's like my time frame. And I used to start at like 20-minute sprints, and then I would gradually add like 5 minutes at a time, because retraining your brain to concentrate is really important as well. So taking it slow in those things about getting back into work. So my book editing sprints, I've got like 40 minutes there. So that's kind of, once I've done everything else, that's really what I want to be focusing on. So that's why it's there. I could get lost in so many other things like replying to social media, making YouTube videos, although that is down here on the list, make a video and write a post. So I am trying to do that like every day. So there's a bunch of career goals on there, exercise goals, really things like skip, do like 100 skips, or like jumping on the spot, do like 10 squats and 10 sit-ups, like just really minimal things. It's not like go to the gym, or anything like major. If that's what you wanted to do it. But I know like for me, just getting back into the exercise with my body just being destroyed by all the physical ailments I've had in the last year, that is like enough of a start for me. And then maybe next week or in like a month, depending how I'm tracking, I will like increase it or change it. And that's what I love to do. And today I actually came up with a new idea, which I've added to, which is like this extra activities list, which is on the back. So I was struggling with putting like way too much stuff, like all the stuff that I like wanted to get done. And I'd kind of be disheartened by the time I got to the bottom, and I just wasn't achieving those things consistently. These are things like that I can achieve consistently each day. It's still a bit of a stretch. I will give myself that. This is challenging, but that's what I'm here for, like to be peak version of me. So that's like what that is. And then on the back is like these optional activities that I have, and also like my weekly activities, like clean my car, mop my floor, and some personal extra activities like ride my horse, paint, draw, dance, like that sort of thing. It's on the back because like this is stuff that I can do once I finish this. So if I'm having a super awesome productive day, I can do this. If your list is shorter, you can like fold it, and then that makes it less overwhelming. So it's like you've got, okay, these are the things that I want to do, and then I can expand it if there's some extra stuff, like I'm feeling good and I want to get that sort of stuff really pumped out. So I encourage anyone to do that. Find their own way that works for them, whether it's like a sticker chart or like a tick box. Like I love the highlighter. Just figure out what really works for you. Have a play for it. But I definitely challenge everyone to do something like this. It is super helpful, like career-wise, or if you just want to get back on track with like really, really simple things, because habits are hard to stick with, and it's hard to know what habits you want to create unless it's like right in front of you every day. Stick it on your desk, stick it on your fridge, put it like wherever you want to have that set up, and it will seriously change your life. So if you like that, idea, definitely check out my support group / mastermind. Email me bipolarbarbiaustralia@gmail.com. I'll put some of the information down below in the description. I really would love to be able to help you out with so many more awesome tips like these ones. What you will get as part of that program is the Facebook support group, a bunch of journaling templates, mood journaling templates, as well as like gratitude journal, and really getting that support with working out what your priorities are, how we can get you like to where you want to be over like say a 12-month period, break them down into like monthly, weekly, and sort of daily goals, and really having that one-on-one support where I can, read through that. I can support you. We can support each other. We can have our weekly calls where I can give you some really awesome information. We'll get our monthly one-on-one sessions, and we can support each other for there. At the moment, you're looking at about $100 a month. For people who are on like a disability pension, then that's $80 a month. So that really comes down to like $20 or $25 a week. It's super cheap for the amount of one-on-one time you will get with me, and sort of that constant access. You can contact me anytime. I'm here to support you, and I really want to be able to give that one-on-one support. If you were interested in just joining the group for like just the journaling aspect and just wanted to be part of like the Facebook group, then hit me up anyway. If it's not something that you can afford in your budget, we can look at maybe how we can change it a little bit for you so that I can still support you, because I want to have this available to like anyone. I really want people who are just more than anything willing to be able to like change their lives, who are just committed to working this program and want to just drastically change every single area of their lives and work on, whatever it is that you want to work on in all aspects, like social life, financial, like personal task, like those habits, those goal setting, that like mood charting. And I just want to be able to support you to be the best version of yourself. And you'll also be able to get like a really intimate understanding of how I am doing that for myself as well, because I'm also working the program, journaling daily. You can read through my personal journal. You'll be able to see how much I achieve on this list. And I just really want to connect with you guys in that one-on-one setting. So please hit me up. If you're skeptical, hit me up anyway. We can book like a half an hour chat about what like I can do for you, and we could definitely customize it, fit it into sort of anyone's budget. So super excited for that, guys. Much love, and I look forward to hearing from every single one of you that has seen this video, because I think we can customize this to get some awesome results no matter what you want out of life. So much love, and I look forward to hearing from you.